appreciate the birthday screams. It feels good. Today is a very special day. I'm doing something very special for myself on my birthday, which is the exact same thing I do every day. That feels good for a man like me. It's odd doing comedy at this age, though. Sometimes I feel like I'm being an example, and sometimes I feel like I'm being a warning. All right. I have more on this theme, but I'm going to slip a one-liner in. I am a straight man, but I've only been attracted to one man in all my life. It was a professional wrestler who called himself Mr. Intensity. You ever been attracted to somebody and you don't know you're attracted to them? He was standing next to me with his luscious hair and his big traps, and I was like, oh, it just came out, and I'm like, oh, is there a Mrs. Intensity? No, don't. I wanted to talk about, sorry, I didn't mean to say that part into the mic. I wanted to talk about love, although this is the longer, more sensitive part, and it's coming up a bit earlier than I had hoped. See, I was widowed a few years ago, and I'm starting to be into a place where I want to look for love again, but I don't know if it's love I'm looking for, because love, as a Buddhist, is quite easy to find. You could find it right here if you wanted. It's just in the air, right? Wherever you go, there's plenty of it. And I don't even know if I even want to find romantic entanglements, because that's easy too, because I found myself physically and emotionally tangled a number of times recently without even trying. I think what I'm looking for is compatibility. I think nobody talks about that, but it is important. What's crazy at my age is that I've met more women who are willing to do butt stuff than I've had with the same work-sleep schedule as me. That's what love is now, scheduling. I mentioned being older. Sometimes the younger comedian on this job takes me around younger people, and sometimes those younger people make choices with romantic or, substance choices that make me sad. Not all of them younger. I'm not so much sad that they're doing these things, I'm sad that I can't do them anymore. It makes me feel, I want to live like I haven't learned my lesson. I want to do Molly and bang crazy bitches. But I can't, because the crazy bitches won't let me. And also, it's past my bedtime. But also, the fact that the crazy bitches don't let me, it's actually kind of nice of the crazy bitches. I kind of appreciate them saving me from myself like that. But it's also, so I'm grateful but also humiliated at the same time, because it's like, I am a self-diagnosed, mentally healthy person. And nevertheless, when it comes to good judgment, their crazy has better judgment than my horny. I think that's a little bit funny. I'm insecure in love. Some people run away from love, and some people chase people away by moving, but I can do both. So I'm very versatile. I can do both of them with the same person at the same time. Crunch. Doesn't feel good. Well, the next joke is surely to go better. The problem with me in a romantic relationship is I'm really good at some things and really bad at others. So many years ago I thought this would be so much better if I only dated women who already also have husbands. And that went about as well as you would expect. Really? There's a lot less divorce now, that led me to believe. Sorry, guys. I'm really good at this job. Sometimes it feels awkward doing this because The nice thing about comedy is like confessing things to strangers. Like the most intimate things I've ever said in my life have been to strangers in a bar, and not my own family. I'll confess my love for anything as long as I've got a microphone in my hand. But sometimes it gets hard when you're doing comedy in the same bars and the same places over and over, because then you start to get to know the people there, and you're like, oh, this doesn't feel as good as it used to. That's why we go on the road as comedians. We're not touring, we're running. Stand in love. Oh yeah, that's what you gotta do. You can't run from love. You can't remember that part about chasing. You gotta just stand there when you're a person who runs and chases. Uncomfortable, isn't it? Imagine how it's like being told the only way not to drown is to stop swimming. More wise than funny, I guess. I feel bad even wanting love again, because I had such a great relationship with my love that like looking for it again feels greedy. But it's addictive, the chase for love, I think, for all of us. And it's kind of weird. Like some of us get into insecure relationships, and that's awful. It's like an addiction. It's like being addicted to heroin. If 1 in every 50 vials of heroin made you a better person. Like that's the worst kind of addiction. It's like it will be awful for you, except every once in a while you'll just get lucky. Like, oh. I'm going to stop doing comedy pretty soon. I don't mean this show. I mean maybe forever. Hey, how's it going? Good. I did go through a breakup a few years ago. I was a monk in a Buddhist monastery. If you think of breakup, imagine breaking up with God. That is, I guess the Satanists don't. All right, they've already done it. Which is awful. Imagine telling God it's not you, it's me. And I think I can do better. Sometimes I call women late at night, looking for enlightenment. It's a Buddha call. Buddha. This is going to be my best joke ever, and it just kills me because I hate it so badly. I've been thinking about my romantic history a lot lately, and I guess I'll do 2 more and get out. I haven't seen how long I've been up here. Sorry, this is so unprofessional. Oh yeah, this is perfect. My comedy timing is wonderful. Everyone clap for me and my perfect sense of time. Stop. That's closing clapping. That's too much. We gotta heighten things a bit.